Hey guys, it's TJ from Susie's Sweet Shop and welcome back. Last week we made some chewy caramels in the microwave, so I thought we could kind of continue with that and build on it. We're going to make some caramel corn this week, and it's also going to be made in the microwave. So what you're going to need for this recipe is some melted butter, brown sugar, corn syrup, baking soda, freshly popped popcorn. You can use plain or I've used butter, as you can tell by the color of it. Some vanilla, and optionally you can use some chocolate chips or any type of chocolate that you like. We're going to use that at the end and drizzle some chocolate over the top to make it a more gourmet caramel corn. You can use dark, white, whatever you prefer. Alright, so let's get started. So in my bowl I've already melted some butter just in the microwave. It takes probably about 45 to 60 seconds to get it nice and melted. And to that we're going to add our brown sugar and our corn syrup. And I'll give you the same tip that I did last week, that if you're using anything sticky like corn syrup, spray your measuring cup or bowl, whatever it is you're putting it in before you pour it in, and it will make it a lot easier to come out of the dish. Okay, so we're just going to give that a quick stir. Just want to get it incorporated and make sure there's not any big chunks of brown sugar in your mixture. So next, this is going to go into the microwave, and our first step, we're just looking to bring it to a boil. So again, depending on the wattage of your microwave, how strong it is, it could take a little longer or a little less time, probably anywhere between 1 and 3 minutes. So I'm going to start this at about 2 minutes and check and see if it's boiling yet. Alright, so I'll meet you right back here as soon as I'm done. Okay, so I just took the mixture out after 2 minutes of microwaving, and what you're looking for is for it to actually be bubbling when you open the microwave. Mine wasn't quite there yet, so I am going to put it in for another minute and see where we're at. Okay, so I just did another minute in the microwave, and probably a little hard for you to see, but there are bubbles all over the surface, so that means that it has come to a boil. Just going to give it a quick little stir, and then it's going to go back in the microwave for a full 3 minutes without any stirring at all. So here's my mixture after the other 3 minutes. I do have oven mitts on because this mixture will get very hot and you don't want to risk burning yourself. So I advise that you do use some oven mitts when you're taking it out of the microwave. Alright, give it a little stir around, and at this point we're going to add our vanilla and our baking soda. And be careful when you're doing this because it is going to start to bubble up. It's just the chemical reaction. Add in our vanilla and our baking soda. And it kind of bubbles up a little bit. Okay, so get that all mixed in. And you gotta work quickly with this stuff because it does get, it will start to stiffen. Alright, so now we're going to take the caramel and pour it over our popcorn. Again, be super careful. I'm going to put my oven mitt back on just to be safe in case I start to drop it. You want to get all that caramel goodness on top of your popcorn as much as you can. And now we're going to give it a good stir to try to coat it as much as we can. So full disclosure, my microwave happens to be a pretty small microwave. It's actually just a spare microwave I have that I'm using for my my baking studio. So it doesn't fit any of these large size bowls in it. So hopefully you guys have a bigger microwave at home and can fit everything in at once, because this popcorn's actually, after we mix it up here, is going to go back in the microwave to cook a little bit. And I'm going to have to do mine in batches because I can't fit a bowl bigger than this one in my little microwave. But hopefully you have a bowl big enough for all your popcorn. I know when I've made it before in my regular microwave I had no problem. It's just this little guy that I have here. Okay, so coat it as best you can. And what you're going to do at this point is you would take your whole bowl, or I'm gonna take a partial bowl because I can't fit it all. And we're gonna put it in the microwave for 1 minute on high, give it a stir, and then do another minute on high and give it a stir. So we'll do that, and I'll meet you back after we've done that. So the caramel corn has gone in the microwave for 1 minute on high, stirred it, another minute on high, and now I'm stirring it. And I was actually fortunate enough, I fit it all in my other little bowl, quite jammed in, and then what I did was transfer it back and forth to this big bowl so that I could stir it each time. So where there's a will, there's a way. So anyone who might have a small microwave at home, you can still make this. All right, so what I need now is a sheet pan. Make sure you line your sheet pan with some parchment paper or Silpat. I also did actually spray some vegetable spray on top of the parchment as well, because this stuff is quite sticky. We're gonna dump the caramel corn onto the pan and spread it out. So basically what you were doing at that last step is you were cooking the caramel to make it crisp up on top of the popcorn, and now by letting it sit out and just kind of dry and harden in the air, it's gonna get nice and crunchy like caramel corn should be. And you could leave it just at this stage and have plain caramel corn. I'm gonna dress it up a little bit today and make it a little more gourmet by adding some melted chocolate. So what I did also while I was doing the popcorn, I melted my chocolate chips down. And you can either just take a spoon and kind of drizzle it over, or you can take like a little sandwich bag. That's what I have here. I just discovered I actually didn't put any of my disposable pastry bags in my studio kitchen yet. So what you'll do is, I find anytime you're filling a pastry bag or anything, use a tall cup, just wrap it over the edges, and it makes it so much easier to fill anything. So we're just gonna zip up the end. And now grab a pair of scissors. I'm gonna get as much chocolate down there as I can. I'm gonna do it over here so I don't make a huge mess. Just snip the end off of there. And now we're just going to drizzle the chocolate over the popcorn. Just do some swirls every which way. Once this hardens, we're gonna end up breaking it all up into pieces anyway, so it will kind of get all dispersed amongst the whole thing anyway. Okay. And don't worry if you get like a glob here or a glob there. Just save that piece for yourself to have extra chocolate. Alright. And you could leave it, again, just like this, and this is what I'm doing today. But you could also take some white chocolate and drizzle that over just to give it a contrasting color. You could add in some candy like M&Ms or little peanut butter cups, Reese's Pieces, any kind of different flavors that you want to make. This would be the stage that you kind of get that all mixed in before it hardens. So you're just going to leave this out for a little bit to let it harden, probably at least half an hour to an hour. And you'll know once it's all set. Then you'll just break it apart and store it in an airtight container. So here's our caramel corn. You'll hear it's nice and crunchy, just like caramel corn should be. Sorry, I got some melted chocolate on my hands here. It is nice and crunchy. Good. So there you go, guys. There's your crunchy caramel corn made in a microwave. Hopefully you'll try this recipe and like it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that button down below, that way you'll never miss a new video. We'll be back again soon with a new recipe, and until then, have a sweet day. I got chocolate all over my hands. Should I redo that without chocolate all over my hands? In the microwave, but this time it's going to be...
Yeah, start over, because you were just like, in the microwave, and then we're going to do this in the microwave, and then over here in the microwave.
And then shove you in the microwave.